Hello guys, and welcome back to Cori Rae Fitness. I'm so excited for today's video because we are going to be doing none other than a Q&A. So I asked you guys to ask me literally whatever you want to know on my YouTube and also on my Instagram. I'm going to be answering some of my favorite questions that I got just so you guys get to know me a little bit better. I feel like my vlog, you guys know my routines, but I feel like a lot of you guys don't know a lot about me personally and kind of who I am, my background, and what got me to where I am today. I also want to give you guys some advice, and I also wanted to kill two birds with one stone and do my makeup and get ready for the day with you guys so you can kind of see more in depth what my makeup routine is and things that I've been loving. So treat this kind of like a podcast episode. If you don't want to watch, you can just listen to this on your car. Obviously don't watch the video in your car because unsafe, or you can just pop your headphones on and listen to my voice through that way. Alright, so starting off, we have a little drinky drink. Nice vanilla lattes. If you want to, go ahead and pause this video, make yourself a nice little beverage, and we'll get right into it. But first, I'm going to start, my face is nice and clean. I'm just going to use this hydrating lotion from Dermalogica just to make sure that everything is nice and hydrated and prepped for all my makeup. First question is coming off of my YouTube channel. Actually, I'm going to answer some of those first. This one has a couple of different questions in it. So the first one is, what is my dream city to live in the US? And honestly, I love the beach, and I've always wanted to live at the beach. Like, ever since I was little, I've said, like, when I'm older, I'm going to live somewhere that is very close to a beach. So just somewhere like that. I love warm weather, so somewhere like Florida would be nice, or California. I don't know if I would ever live in California because I don't know if I love that culture and the traffic, and it's so expensive to live over there, but I do love that. I also have always wanted to visit Hawaii. I don't know if I would ever live in Hawaii, but I guess the city that would make the most sense, or the state that would make the most sense, I know this isn't a city, would be somewhere in Florida, just because it is, you know, warm year round, and obviously there's beaches everywhere in Florida. Also wanted to give this a moment. I use this every single day. This is the Fenty Beauty Skin Tint. This is the Ease Drop Lit All Over Glow Enhancer. I use the shade 261C. I love it. It's basically like, I know you guys probably know about the Drunk Elephant Glow Drops. These are like the same thing, but I think they're better because they do like blur your pores too. So it's great for an everyday just kind of glow. Her next question was, do I like where I live now? So we actually live in a city that's really close to where both Jack and I grew up and went to high school and stuff. We don't love it just because, you know, like we said, we love like city, like living in a big city, but we also love warm weather and the beach, and where we live now isn't really like that. We have people here that we love, like some of Jack's family's here obviously, which is nice and very convenient, but we do not see ourselves living here long term. Also, I was going in with the e.l.f. Halo Glow liquid filter. I love her. I've been using her for like over a year now. She also asked any hair growth tips. So I will say that whatever I give you, take it with a grain of salt. A lot of what goes into hair and like what your hair looks like, the texture, how fast it grows, is genetics. My mom has really beautiful hair, and I got that from her, so I'm very thankful that I got that from her. But there are things that you can do to help your hair grow faster. So I don't wash my hair. I only wash my hair like once or twice a week, and that helps so much because one, your hair is like using its natural oils, and two, better for your scalp health and I just threw my beauty blender. Your hair health starts at the scalp. I also like to use a little scalp exfoliator you saw in yesterday's video. It just really helps, gets in there and stimulate hair growth. There's also a bunch of different like scalp serums you can use, like rosemary oil is really great for hair growth, and I also use that one that I showed you guys yesterday from Babe Lash. It's their hair growth serum or whatever. I love that one too. I just went in with the Rare Beauty. This is their under eye brightener. This stuff is literally amazing. I have the worst dark circles, they're hereditary, and this stuff brightens you right up. I use the shade Light Medium, and it also, I don't know if you guys saw it when I was putting it on, it has this metal applicator, so it's like really cooling and like depuffing when you put it on. It's great. Okay, this one is such a fun question, and it is from someone also on my YouTube channel. This is from Cindy. So she asked, if you could have any other job than what you do, what would it be? I already know exactly what that answer is. I've always said that if I didn't do what I do now, however, don't take this the wrong way. I love what I do right now. I wouldn't change it for the world. But if I did have to do something different, I would love to be a nurse. I feel like I would really like working in the healthcare industry. I like to take care of people, and I love babies and children. So I feel like I would want to work in labor and delivery or in the NICU or something like that. I just feel like I would love that job. I just went in with the Rare Beauty contour stick. This is in the shade Happy Soul. I don't know if you just saw the transformation that happened on my face, but I look so much more like glowy and like I've seen sun in the recently. Like it just makes your face look so much more warm. We love Rare Beauty. A lot of these products are Rare Beauty, just a heads up. Okay, this is a question I get literally almost every single day. It's what time do I go to bed? So just to clarify, I only coach F45, which is my part-time job as a group fitness instructor. In case you don't know what F45 is, I only do that like twice a week, where I'm getting up at the crack of dawn at like 3:50 or 4 a.m. So on those nights I go to bed at 8 p.m. I try to be in bed at 8. I'll fall asleep by like 8:30, and then I get my full 8 hours of sleep. So that's kind of how I do that. And then on the other nights I try to be asleep by like 10 or 10:30, just so it's not too drastic of a time difference of when I go to bed on those other nights. It's something that I've had to kind of like figure out. I've been working there since the beginning of this year, so it's taken some time to figure out what works best for me, because let me tell you, at the beginning it wasn't the easiest. I felt so tired all the time, like literally physically drained. And I think it had to do with my sleep schedule and just not being used to what I was doing. So yeah, that's kind of how I do that. And I've never been someone that struggled with falling asleep, thankfully. But I do take magnesium. You guys saw in my video yesterday, so you can kind of watch that and see how I wind down. I just went in with another Rare Beauty product. I know. All right, so next question, also from one of my YouTube girls. She asked if I was ever going to come out with merch. So I don't know. I've thought about it. I just don't really know how to go about doing that right now, and I don't know if there is a want for it. So if you guys, let me know. If you guys ever want me to come out with merch, let me know if that's something that you would be interested in. I would love to look into how to make it and like come out with some really cool stuff for you guys, but I don't know if that's something you guys would want, let me know. Then she also asked, tell us about your time as an NFL cheerleader. So I feel like some people might not know this because it was a couple years ago and I don't talk about it super often. I was a professional cheerleader in the NFL right out of college. I cheered for the Carolina Panthers. I was a Top Cat. I cheered for 2 seasons, so my seasons were from 2019 to 2021. So one of those years was a COVID year, unfortunately. My first year was amazing. It was so much fun, everything I ever dreamed of and more. I always wanted to dance professionally if it was just for a little bit. I just didn't know what that looked like, and then I kind of thought about, you know, hey, I can do that and also kind of continue what I'm doing here in college. So I was on my college dance team, loved it. I loved cheering at football games. And I was like, you know what, I'm just going to shoot my shot and try and see what happens. I'm going to kick myself later on down the road if I didn't try it. So I was still in college. I was a senior in college and I was going through the audition process. It took a couple of months, and a couple of months before that, prepping, like getting in good shape, eating well, practicing, doing whatever I could to be as prepared as I possibly could. And I made it. I was so grateful because I didn't know, you know, I didn't know what my chances were to make it. I just wanted to push myself as hard as I could. That was probably the hardest I've ever worked for something, like preparing like physically, and it paid off for sure. Like I was so ecstatic and happy. And yeah, I cheered for 2 seasons. It was great. One of those years, however, was a COVID year, so we weren't allowed to dance on the field. We had to wear masks. We were in the stadium like cheering during the game, so dancing on concrete for like 4 hours. Not the most fun thing in the world, but we still, you know, we still got that fun experience. I don't really know what else to say other than I loved it. I'm still really good friends with one of the girls I cheered with. I was gonna do one more season, but during tryouts for my 3rd year, I actually got a really bad stomach bug halfway through auditions. So I think I did like 2 days of auditions, and then the end of the 2nd day I went home and I felt absolutely awful. I think I had to stop at a McDonald's on the way home and I threw up because I felt like garbage. So I caught some weird stomach bug and I was unable to continue with auditions. So since I wasn't able to go, I was unfortunately not allowed to make the team that year. So I think I was sad at first, but I was really at peace with it. Honestly, I feel like my time was done anyways. I think, you know, everything happens when it's supposed to. So I don't think I would be where I am today if I, you know, did NFL cheer for 1 more year. After that, I really focused on my social media, and here we are. If you guys have any other specific questions about NFL cheer, let me know. I'd love to make another video or answer whatever questions you have about that. Also, I didn't share this because I have no idea what brand this is. I got it in an Ipsy box a long time ago. It's just a banana, like a light yellow shade setting powder that I use for under my eyes. All right, next question is, do you want to get married or engaged one day? So yes, I do. I think most of you guys know Jack. He's my boyfriend. We live together. We've been together for 7 years now. And we definitely do want to one day. It's just, you know, right now this is the first year I've been with my online coaching business and content creation as my full-time job. So this is like the first full year that I've done that. And that's my like sole source of income. And I'm still in the building phase with that. And Jack also owns his own business, so he's also in that building phase as well. And right now is just not the most ideal timing for that to happen for us. So, you know, once we are more stable with that, if that makes sense, we definitely want to get engaged and get married one day. But just right now, we're both, you know, focusing on our business goals and becoming more financially comfortable to where that we can, you know, put more focus on a wedding and split that focus from, you know, building what we're building right now together, and taking some of that focus to put on, you know, getting married and all of that good stuff. So we also are not super traditional with that kind of stuff. Like, obviously we live together already and we have for the past 3 years, and honestly both of us think, you know, marriage doesn't really change a whole bunch for either of us. Like, we are both very committed to each other, and we just think, you know, yeah, we want to have a celebration with our friends and close family and all that good stuff one day, but for us it's not a main priority, and that's okay. Everybody has different views on that stuff, and that is the decision we made together. This is just a brown liquid eyeliner from e.l.f. I love the brown eyeliner look. I think it looks so good. All right, next question is from my Instagram. This is from my friend named Marley G 2011. She said, are you going to be doing 75 hard again? She just started yesterday. So first off, congrats on that. It's very, very admirable to anyone who wants to try something like a challenge like that. It is difficult, but it is something that can be very manageable once you have a good routine set in place. And I have been thinking about this lately. I definitely do want to try it again here soon. I was thinking maybe in the new year, just because things are crazy at the end of the year and I want to enjoy my holidays. So I'm thinking maybe we can have a group started. I don't know, let me know y'all's thoughts in the new year, to where we can all start on the same day and have like a little accountability group. I don't know, we'll see about that. I definitely want to do it again though. I also had a lot of questions about my skincare routines. I have them posted on here, and I also have them posted on my Like to Know It. So if you guys want to go on there, it's already on there, and it has all the products I use attached to it as well. So definitely go check that out. I'll have it linked down below for you guys. Next question is tips on gym anxiety. So everyone feels it. Let's just acknowledge that. Everyone feels gym anxiety at some point. I still feel it every once in a while. I feel like I don't feel it as much because we work out in our apartment gym. And then I also just go to workout classes sometimes at F45. But when I'm going to a commercial gym, which I used to before we moved here, I felt it sometimes too, and it's totally normal. Like, don't be hard on yourself. It's just sometimes you got to push yourself a little bit harder to get out of your house and go on those days, and you always feel better afterwards. Just think of yourself in the future and your future self, and how you'll thank yourself later on about how you push yourself to go, because there's no such thing as a bad workout. I deal with this with my clients all the time. Like, I just tell them, you know, I know doing home workouts might be a little bit easier in the beginning, but if you push yourself to go to the gym, you're going to see better results because there's more equipment available, and you'll also get that like social interaction, and you're building confidence along the way. Also, I'm using the Rare Beauty mascara. Next question is how to schedule workouts around an 8 to 5 p.m. job. So I used to work a 7 to 5. I would get off around like 4:30 or 5, but I wouldn't get home until like 5:30 or 6 when we lived in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I would work out in the morning. So I would get up at like 5 a.m. and go work out, whether it be like 45 minutes or an hour, just so it's out of the way, because I know when I got off of work, I did not want to go to the gym because I was tired from the day. I wanted to spend time with Jack, and I also like wanted to relax, make dinner, and just chill out because I've been working all day. And you know, when you work out after work, which it can work, trust me, it definitely can. It's just for me, I like to do it in the mornings. I just set my makeup with my MAC Prep and Prime Fix It Plus. I love this stuff. It literally locks everything right into place. All right, next question. I actually am going to combine 2 questions in one. One of them was what made me do F45, and the second one was how do I deal with loneliness when I work from home? And that literally answers the first question. I started F45 because I wanted to get out of the house a little bit. I only coach like twice a week, sometimes once a week, because I do online coaching, make content, all that good stuff, and I don't have a ton of friends in the area, and you know, most of my friends that I do have here work a normal like 9 to 5 job, so like it's a little bit hard to see them during the week, and that's why I started F45. I wanted to get out in the community, go see people, actually train people in person, and that fulfills that void for me. I love what I do. Don't get it wrong, I'm very lucky to do what I do, but every job has its pros and cons. I don't get to see people during the day whenever I'm making videos and coaching my online clients. I do get to talk to them online, but I didn't really get to see that many people in real life day to day. So I saw they were hiring, I shot my shot. It's been great. All right, so that is my finished makeup look. This is what I do on a typical day to day, just when I want to feel a little bit more put together. Very easy, very natural and glowy looking. Since I did finish my makeup already, that's all the questions we have time for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little bit of a shorter video. I hope that it answered some questions for you guys, maybe gave you some motivation to reach after your goals or whatever it is that you're trying to achieve right now. And if you have any other questions for me, please let me know down below. I would love to make another Q&A in the future for you guys. So if you have any questions that I did not hit that you really want answered, let me know. I hope you guys know me a little bit better now about my background and where I come from and all of that good stuff. So without any further ado, make sure you found that secret letter for today. I love you guys so much. Make sure you're subscribed. Give this video a thumbs up because it really supports me and what we're doing over here. And I will see you guys in my next video.